change up, stay far from around me. I came up, who I was down with. You change up, stay far from around me. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top, coupe, dodge, raindrops. Big back plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Same squad, same squad, same squad.
Coach, thank you. We are over 4,000 miles away from where you're seated in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England, and Wembley Stadium. I'll tell you, you wouldn't think 30,000 people could make this noise. That's half the size of a normal NFL stadium, but this is no normal crowd. They are ready to go as their Chargers get set to match up with Marcus Mariota and the Tennessee Titans. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Let's go.
They try again with Lewis. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
One thing that really impressed me about Joey Bosa is that he doesn't sacrifice the run game trying to get sacks. This guy really knows how to hold the point of attack, great leverage, and then goes and sheds people and makes plays.
And at 6'5", 270, just a monster.
Absolute monster with a really high motor.
On 3rd down, Mariota sets up the screen to Lewis. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a
different story.
Long night.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
3.
They'll run for it with Dion Lewis. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Dion Lewis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. They'll hand it off now. Hill. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On 2nd down, Hill. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It'll be a loss of 1. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
And Brandon, as we continue to see, so much of the influence on this game is now coming from those hybrid-type players. In this case, strong safety, not worried about covering the pass. What a play on the run.
Tackled for a loss.
Yeah, forget the pregame introductions. Introduced himself with authority on that play.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Wesley Woodyard. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. To throw is Mariota. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. And the screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. The Charger offense making their way back out there. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. On second down, he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. They'll start things on first down with Dion Lewis. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Joey Bosa with the tackle for loss. How about that pedigree in his family?
Yeah, some good pedigree. Tell us about it, Mr. Davis.
Dad played in the NFL, first-round draft pick. Uncle was a first-round draft pick. He's got a brother coming behind him. But Joey Bosa, guy plays really, really hard and plays all aspects on defense.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Again, it's Lewis. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Casey Hayward makes the tackle. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down. Here's Mariota. That escapes the sack. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up fourth down. So unable to get any yardage at all off of the screen there on third down.
And ordinarily on third down, that's when you want to bring pressure. You get all your guys who want to get after the quarterback. But how about the patience they showed? Read the play, snuffed it out, and made a nice stop.
12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On 2nd and 10, Watson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Watson to throw on 3rd down. Going up top. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. 1st down, Mariota. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 2nd and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. The Titans on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Off the play fake, Mariota. Going for the deep ball. He rifles one that's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
They'll begin the drive with Carson, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. Flushed out right. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Hill. Looking for a crease. Can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Again, it's Hill. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And that is incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Here's Drew Kaiser now as he's on to punt for L.A. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Out come the Titans now. They start the drive on the ground with Lewis. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back here right after this.
Let's go. Keep it rolling.
This is Lewis. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Titans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. Now they'll run with Lewis. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. Now Benjamin. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. So out come the Chargers. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try to fashion together a drive.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. To throw on 2nd is Watson. Dancing to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
third down. Here's Hill. And a short gain here down to the 22. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a fourth down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And Sturgis able to knock it through. But wait up now. A flag is down. If this is on the defense, they're going to get the first. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They come out here in the eye. They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Jeremy Hill, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from moving out in front. Caleb Sturgis now for the point after. Sturgis adds the PAT, and that will give him the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. To return, here's Michael Campanaro. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now Mariota. Going deep here for Matthews. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On first and 10, here's Mariota. Looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive, go into the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Here's Desmond King on the return. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
They start the second half with Hill. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a loose football. It's picked up by the Titans. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Mariota now after the fumble recovery. Steps away to his left. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. A first down throw for Mariota. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Now a play fake here on first down. Walker with a grab, left side. And he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back.
Let's go. Three.
They'll sneak it with Mariota. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Marcus Mariota with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Titans are able to strike for 6. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken short. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10.
Two jet.
at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
Richmond.
Here's Watson now on second down, eluding the pressure right. They find some open field here. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. The Chargers on third down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Watson gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Now a toss play. It's Carson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. To throw is Watson. To throw on second down. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Travis Benjamin that time. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, his struggles continue. Open targets, and he keeps missing them, pressing way too much. He may have a big arm, but until he learns how to harness it and have some touch, he's going to continue to struggle.
Watson on third down. He's got his man. It's Williams. A good pickup there at 22. Now, they've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you, push them deep, find some space, and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
They go play action here on first down. On the crossing route, complete. That's Green. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They'll run on first down. Hill. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. To the air yet again. Watson out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. A good convergence there defensively. Only a yard, and it's second down. Watson looks to throw again. And now he'll tuck it and run. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
The Chargers on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Richmond.
Welcome back now here in London. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point, just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down.
Down. Green the line. Two jet. Come back.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Buying time to his left. He lost the football. And that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. So here now, big spot for the kicker. It's Caleb Sturgis. From the left hash. Should be a fairly easy one here. And that hits the right upright, but goes in anyway. Oh, friendly bounce there that could have gone either way easily, but he gets it to go. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 21. Mariota on 1st down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. On play action, Mariota. He's going to air one out. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Taywan Taylor. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Throwing again, Mariota on 2nd and 10. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Going deep here for Taylor. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
There was no secret who they were trying to get the football to.
Well, no. They went to him on 1st down, 2nd down, 3rd down, all 3 incomplete.
Yeah, and when you're unable to connect and you force it in that direction, all you're doing is giving confidence to the defense. They feel like they're really hurting you in a big way.
The Chargers getting set to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down now, Hill. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department. And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started. Here's Watson. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. Watson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And they'll go with the ground attack here. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Watson now looking to throw on 2nd down. Being chased out left. Virgil Green is tight end, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Todd Davis. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle. 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Following the interception here, Mariota. Incomplete to the tight end Walker, right side. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. Left side caught by Matthews. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, Mariota. And he finds his target. It's Sharp. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
First down, Mariota sets up the screen to Lewis. 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Dion Lewis, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Titans are going to take the lead. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now a 10th carry for Hill. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up third. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Chargers on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 16. He'll look to throw. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A good pickup there at 22. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it. But they've got to continue to move quickly.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there. And now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Back to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
To throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. As they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
The Titans go victory formation as they take a knee. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Here's Brett Kern now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Returning, it's Benjamin. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. And he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. One last throw here for Watson. Now a desperation throw deep down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan.